All right. Okay. Next is BB's got two more. I guess we're about out of time, so this is good timing. He says, "Do you use Google Tag Manager for some reason? If so, which tags do you recommend?" Yeah, I use Google Tag Manager all the time because I'm always running Google Ads. I'm setting up remarketing campaigns through Google Ads. So I use Google Tag Manager to set up all my Google Ads tags. Right. So there's the conversion linker tag, the remarketing tag. Then there's the conversion Google Ads conversion tracking tag. I also use Google Tag Manager to set up Google Analytics. So I install the Google Analytics Universal Analytics tracking tag through Google Tag Manager. I also, depending on which type of WordPress theme I'm using, um, sometimes I set my JSON LD, my structured data, my schema through Tag Manager as well. That's not the recommended way to do it. But in some cases, some of the sites that are the WordPress themes that I use, they don't like the front page doesn't have its own like page and WordPress pages, and there's no way to insert code on it's odd. I've got a couple of themes that I use for local stuff that I have to use Tag Manager to add structured data to the home page. There's no other way to do it unless I inserted it directly into the theme files, which I don't want to do. So yeah, I use Tag Manager for all of that stuff. I love Tag Manager because it's really easy to manage. It push everything through Tag Manager and it automatically will deploy to the site. So again, I like Tag Manager. I use it for mostly for Google Ads stuff, but also for a few other things. You can,
Yeah, and I use it too for Facebook. Like with Facebook, you can do really advanced stuff with Google Tag Manager that you cannot usually do with just the Facebook pixel. Unless you hack the code or whatever. So, you can throw anything in it. You can throw, like, if you have a Hotjar script, like if you have whatever, like split testing scripts, like you can throw anything at it. And the good news about Google Tag Manager is that it will not, it will prevent your website from loading slower because you have all of these scripts directly loading in the page. So, I think that, I love Google Tag Manager as well. I use it for Facebook, for some Facebook advanced stuff on Pixels. But yeah, for sure. Definitely.
by the way, this guy, his name is like Julian or something, Julius, or I don't know. I think it's Julian. Anyways, measureschool.com. He's got fantastic training on Google Tag Manager and analytics, and he's a total data nerd, which is, I mean, it's cool. He's got a really, and it's at least it used to be. I don't know if it still is, but he has had some free training on Tag Manager. When I first started learning how to use Tag Manager, it was through Measure School. He's got a great YouTube channel as well with tons of free content that talks about how to set up analytics and Tag Manager, set up custom event tracking with Tag Manager and analytics. So, like for example, you can set up like scroll tracking, like scroll depth tags, so that they fire once a certain scroll, like 25% or 50%. You can set up timer tracking. There's all kinds of cool stuff that you can do with Tag Manager and analytics. And Measure School, like he's got a ton of free stuff on his YouTube channel and on his blog here that will teach you how to do all that stuff. So anytime I have to set something up that I'm not real familiar with Tag Manager or analytics, I just go to Measure School and I find it, and it's great. And again, he's got a really good YouTube channel as well. So I recommend you check that out.